Triple H said everything matters, right? Yeah. Everything matters. Paul Heyman said, we're just in the third inning. Everything matters. Just like what mattered almost 20 years ago in a conversation is the pinnacle of topic right now. Paul Heyman got sent through a table, not because he told Solo Sikoa what he told him. He got put through a table because Roman Reigns changed his number. Roman Reigns didn't talk to him. Roman Reigns left him out cold. And that right there is going to bite Roman Reigns in the ass. CM Punk is going to walk into WrestleMania with his best friend, but Seth Rollins is going to walk out of WrestleMania with a new manager. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Who's going to be Seth Rollins' manager? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I'm saying I'm putting it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler, baby. But if you look at what's going on with CM Punk and Paul Heyman, and this is why I'm going to say this. When CM Punk was told by Roman Reigns, get down on your knees and acknowledge me as your tribal chief and thank me. Go back. I want everybody to go back and look at Heyman's face. He did not. He said, don't do it. Everything matters, people. Everything matters. He said, don't do it. And he went like that. And at that moment, I think Heyman, which is going to be revealed later, that Heyman lost faith in Punk. Even though he was sarcastic about it, he still did it, and it doesn't look good. And I don't want my best friend, because this not your tribal, he's not your tribal chief, based off of what I was just saying about how he got adopted. No, you stay, you be you. Just like he said in that parking lot or Big Show's bus. You go be you go be great. Don't ever bow down to anybody. And that's what he did. Heyman didn't say no and shake his head for nothing. And now you ask, okay, where does Seth Rollins come in at? Seth Rollins, I'm about to go deep with you.
Come on with it.
Seth Rollins is going to align himself with the final boss. And Seth Rollins is going to elicit the help of one Paul Heyman, or the final boss may have a conversation with him based upon, and you know how manipulative the final boss is. Hey, that guy Roman, that's your tribal chief. He changed his number when you tried to call him. You got, body slammed through a table by, Solo Sikoa. Punk, he bowed down to him, and Punk, and remember that time that Heyman said, take me with you? And Punk didn't take him? See, all of this is festering up in Heyman, and Heyman is going to shock us all at WrestleMania, and because Seth is just not being talked about in this. And I guarantee you it's going to be something to where Seth, what did he mention? The heist of the century. This will be the second heist of the century. You're never going to see it coming. That's it.
I want to hear what Jordan has to say. Do you agree with him that Paul Heyman is walking out with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, because Seth is just, he's just, I don't know. I don't like him. He's just too much.
Yeah.
I like him a little. It's just a little, tiny bit, but no.
Okay. But why don't you like Seth?
Because he ruined so much relationships.
Ooh.
That he did. He's kind of a snake.
You seen the first time with the Shield when he hit Roman in the back, right? Yeah. I let her watch that and she was like, whoa.
Yeah, that plays a big part too.
And I think Seth needs to, he still needs to have an identity. Without that song and without the clothes, who is Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
And I think just like we never remember when Paul Heyman showed up with CM Punk, we didn't know that relationship, but we was like, what? And then when Tribal Chief came back, they pan that camera, who's sitting there?
Yep.
And we all know Heyman is a slithering snake.
All right, so I'm gonna touch on everything you said, but I will go back to the night of Roman Reigns versus Lesnar. And Paul Heyman said to him, which is the night that I believe he planted that seed, he said, "You're the right guy in the right place at the wrong time." So he's seen the potential in him. He's like, look, I get it. I know the family you come from. I know how tough y'all are. I know the bloodline. I've been around your family. I get what you're trying to do. And I wish I could help you. But right now, it ain't the time. So I believe he planted that seed back then. Now, if we fast forward to your WrestleMania prediction, I do believe Seth is going to be in cahoots with someone because I remember the little reality mark that he made. He said, "Oh, you know, Roman, you're out of touch with reality, and every time you step out, you have to face it." He was like, you know, and I think he said something about we all got to kind of deal with the, you know, what's going on in front of us. And I think that was kind of a shot, not a shot, but I think that was kind of a hint towards how Cena did with Rock. And it's like, you know, if we want what we want, we got to kind of do what we got to do. And I think he will be in cahoots with The Rock. Heyman walking out with Seth, if he does, I'd be the first to congratulate you on your cooking because you cooked that. I didn't smell that one, but
I could. But does it? Even though you never seen it or it's hard to look at, does it make logical sense in the way, in all of the little Easter eggs that from Heyman getting put through that table, Heyman not getting that call from or calling Roman and he's not picking up, and you know, telling Punk, no, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot there, and he could see potential in Seth Rollins and be like, you know what, this guy needs a makeover, and I can give him that.
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like Seth is a made man. I feel like when he got Roman, Roman was turning into Tribal Chief. When he got with CM Punk was still laying down his legacy, so he was a part of all of that. Okay. For him to go with Rollins, I feel like there's so many factors in that match when it comes to, you know, he's their CM Punk best friend, but does he still remain loyal to the Tribal Chief? What if CM Punk needs him to do something? You know, and then at the end of the match, does he go back to Roman Reigns now that he's fulfilled his favor, or does he walk out with CM Punk? There's so much decisions that has to be made. I don't think I thought about the thought of Seth Rollins.
Can you see Seth Rollins with Heyman?
No.
Yeah, I can't even.
Y'all can't?
I can't. I just.
All right. Let me ask you this. Could you see Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman before the Tribal Chief? that was not in no one's, like, no one thought of that.
Well, that goes back to what I was saying, that seed that he planted. When he said
Yeah.
he said that night, I was like, because in my mind, I was like, it's a possibility Heyman could turn on Lesnar. That's all.
So you actually had that connection in your
Yeah.
mind. And I'm gonna ask the people out there, have y'all ever had that connection of Heyman and Roman Reigns before Wreck Everything and Leave came up? I'm just put that out there. I'm gonna just put that out there. But I just tried, since last WrestleMania, I just tried to look outside the box, because we know it's gonna be something. We know it's not just gonna be a regular ass match. No. Somebody is going. It's not going to be a regular match.